Hi guys, I am doing days 20, 21, and 22. And 22 is setting the mood. This is how I set the mood. When I come in here each morning, I light my candles. Let's see. My working candle, my protection candle, my servitor's candle, and my ancestor candle. Sometimes I light the candles on my little altar, and sometimes I wait because all I put on them are tea lights, and I usually light them at night. I also light the candles of any spells I have ongoing. And so that is 20. I'm going to flip the camera around. That is setting the mood. And that is what I do to set the mood. Alright, let's see if we can... there we go. We have some light coming through. It's really sunny today. It's super, super cold, but it's really sunny today. So task number 2 that I'm going to do, which is day 20, is create a sigil, because I missed getting on and doing this yesterday. I was not feeling real great. Okay. So this is how I create a sigil, and I've seen other people do it like this also. So it's really not that special, but it's the way I was taught to do it, so it's the way I do it. Okay, so for instance, if you want good health, I have good health. You know, I think I saw somebody do that one. Let's not do that one. What would I like to do that I'm unable to do? I will go upstairs. Okay, I will go upstairs. So that's what I want to do. I'll go through and mark out anything that we have twice. Okay, so we have 2 L's. Wait, first you go through and you do all of the vowels. So you would mark out I, O, U, A, I. Okay, then you do any duplicates, which are the L's and the S's. Okay, so we're left with W, G, P, and R. So we want to make a sigil out of these letters. And it doesn't actually have to look... let me see if I can... Okay, so W, maybe something like that. And G, we could do... like that. And P, we could do maybe like that. And R. We could do like that. And that would be our sigil. And you put it in a circle like so. this is what it looks like. Now, you would probably want to write your sigil on plain white paper, but all I have down here right now is this and parchment paper. So this will have to do. And there is my sigil. Okay. And jar spell. So I'm going to tell you how to do a jar spell, which is right here. Okay, you can do a sweetening spell, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. You could do a reversing spell. You could do a witch's bottle. You could do, oh goodness, a house protection spell. You can do almost any spell with a jar spell. You could build a person in here and give it a name and make it a sweetening jar for that person, which means you would add sugar or honey or syrup. Probably the cheapest thing to do would be to add sugar. If you want a syrupy kind of sugar, cheap, you go into the kitchen, put a little butter, add the sugar and maybe some cinnamon if it's a protection jar. And then you have caramel. You just fill up your jar with the caramel after you've put all of your ingredients in. So if I'm doing a sweetening jar, which if I was doing a jar right now, that's what I would be doing, I would start with my ingredients. Say, for instance, if I wanted to put cinnamon in my jar. Okay, so I've got cinnamon. You want to put star anise in your jar. We've got star anise, which is also good for a sweetening jar. Cinnamon powder is good for a sweetening jar. But I've already got cinnamon in here, so I'm not going to put cinnamon powder in here. I may add in some licorice root because I want this person to do what I want them to do. I want them to be sweet to me. So I may put in a little bit of licorice root. Let's see. Put my glasses so I can see what's going on over here. Wow. All right. Cloves. I might put cloves in a sweetening jar. If I wanted the help of my spirits, and I would put 6, so let's see. Yep, I got 6. If I wanted the help of my spirits, and it's also sweet, I might put crushed mint in my jar. Now, as you are doing each herb, you need to be putting your energy into it. I'm not doing a spell. I'm just showing you. But each herb requires your energy. You're telling it what you want to do in this jar. Okay? So you're pushing your energy into it. You're pushing your will into it. You're telling it what you want to do. And when you feel like it's right, you put it into the jar. Okay? So this is what I have in the jar. If I wanted to build a person in the jar, I might go outside and pick up some twigs and put them together with some jute. Make a little head, little cloth head, little paper head, it doesn't matter. And put them inside the jar also. And then I would go get the sugar and probably make some caramel and fill the little jar up with it. I may just add regular sugar and add water. And there is your sweetening jar. Very cheap to do. Doesn't cost a lot of money. Doesn't take a huge amount of time doing the herbs and everything before you put them in. Make sure you activate the sugar as well. You want it to... You're telling it what you want to do as you're cooking. You can draw a sigil in it as you're cooking. And then you want to pour it into here. And then again, once it's whole and you have the lid, you are again telling the jar what you want to do. You're naming the person inside. You're saying what you want them to do, what you want them to think about you, which is why I added the licorice root. And that is a good sweetening jar. Everything I put in here, except for the licorice root, can also be used as a protection jar. You would, of course, do minus the licorice root. I may add rosemary. I may add a bay leaf. You can make a healing jar with rosemary and cedar and cinnamon. The possibilities are just absolutely endless with what you can do with jar spells. So that's how I would make a sweetening jar if I wanted someone to be sweet to me. Maybe someone I had problems with in the past and I just don't want to have problems with them anymore. I would make a sweetening jar for that. So there you have it, guys. Day 20, which is the sigil. 21, which is the jar. And 22, which was the ambience, or setting the mood. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it. I do enjoy being able to share with you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and listening. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.